It's week 11. We're getting close. We're getting really close to the end. I'm excited for that. But as I've been saying, pretty much this whole time, the theme of my transformation is not 12 weeks. I'm trying to really change my life. I'm not thinking about week 12. I'm really focused on making lifetime changes. I talked last week about how I would go really extreme for transformations. I was always kind of the opposite of probably your average person. Instead of, getting a few weeks in and eventually dropping off or losing motivation, the further I would get, the more motivated I would get. As I would get toward the end, I would do things that just weren't maintainable. They weren't sustainable for the long term. As far as carb cycling and water depletion and just whatever I could do to look good for that after shot, I would do, regardless of what long-term effect it might have. So 2 or 3 years ago, when I finished the transformation, I finished it in the best shape of my life. I looked better than I had ever looked before, and that I will ever look again, probably. But I bounced really hard when it was over. I essentially took months off after that because I had kind of lost a passion. I'd burned myself out. I took it to too extreme of a level, and I just didn't love it anymore. I was exhausted. I was frustrated. I started to develop a negative association with the gym, and that's not what I want. It took me almost an entire year to really fall in love with working out again. So my goal for this transformation has always been to find a level that I can maintain of health and fitness and nutrition. Find a diet that I can be happy with for the rest of my life, to really just maintain that passion for staying active. I feel like I've been fairly successful so far. Between getting creative with recipes and being a lot more diverse in the kitchen. I feel like well, I can't say I feel like Camille and I both, because she does most of the cooking. I'm not that savvy in the kitchen, but I feel like we've both done really well at finding foods that we love eating, that we don't mind, that we don't necessarily want to change away from. So that's going really well. As far as getting ready for my after shot, I'm not gonna do anything special, really. I'm just trying to stay the course. It's more like a progress photo for me than an after shot. This is my 12-week progress because I don't plan on it being an after shot. It's just another progress photo for me. So I'm gonna treat it as such. I'm not gonna do any sort of water depletion or anything like that. I just want it to be how I look after 12 weeks. This is an honest view of the progress that I've made in 12 weeks. So that's the approach I'm going to take, and we'll see what my next progress photo after that looks like, because this is only the beginning, really. Obviously, I want to win this thing, just like anybody else. I'd love to win the transformation contest that we have at work. I'm a competitive person. That means a lot to me, but it means more to me to be happy in the long term. So I'm not going to do whatever it takes to win. I'm going to put in an honest effort, and I'm going to take an honest after shot, and that'll be that. If I don't win, that's fine. I'm going to be happy with the progress that I've made so far and the progress that I plan on continuing to make as we continue beyond the transformation. So I'm hoping that your goal is similar to mine. I hope that this transformation is not a 12-week transformation, but a life transformation. We try and preach that internally here at bodybuilding.com all the time. And my hope is that the 200K transformation isn't the finish line for you. That 12 weeks isn't the finish line. There's a whole lot to go after that. You've got a whole life to live after that. So hopefully you're making those changes, and they're changes that you can maintain for the long term, that you can continue to grow with, that you can continue to make progress with. So yeah, week 11, we've got 2 weeks left. Finish strong. Don't get too discouraged if your after shot isn't what you hoped it would be, because you can still transform. You can keep transforming, and I hope that you do. So let me know if you have any questions. Please leave me any comments, and either on YouTube or drop me a line on BodySpace. Again, my BodySpace handle is NitroNick. I'll reach out to you if I can. Have a good week.